You can see like the fear, and yeah, she stabbed him in the shower. That was a huge trial.
Like psycho style.
Yeah, it was a huge trial. Jodi Arias, that was a wild trial.
You never think as a dude you're gonna get that.
Well, here in Orlando area, which I didn't know. I didn't live here at the time, but I met a lot of the investigators that did the what's her nuts that got away with it.
Oh,
the girl that killed her kids.
Oh yeah.
What's her name? It was Orange County, Florida.
What you're talking about?
Orange County.
She's back on TikTok.
Yeah.
Too.
There's a comedian that hooked up with her, and that's part of his act. He actually hooked up with her when she was like 19. And he's like, Casey, was it Casey Anthony?
Yeah.
That's why I remember the comedian telling the joke.
yeah. She got away with murder, dude. Murdered her kids.
Fucking nuts, dude. Most guilty.
OJ.
person.
I think that I haven't seen something like that since OJ. So let's talk keto.
Yeah.
Now, how you're part of the 99%. You've supported us every which way. You've been on the show multiple times. You're always in the chat. How can people achieve? And I'm going to sound like, but I'm dead serious. I wonder how can people achieve their keto goals and through you? Like, what's the process about that? Because I feel like you're just such a nice guy. You give out all the information for free.
Yeah, I do. I mean, I recommend products. Of course, I have a little bit of like, affiliates links, but I'm not making any big time money off of this.
Keto 5.0 is just for the kindness of your heart.
Oh, I went to sports nutrition school and also became a nutritionist, and I became a health advocate where I can help you guys with blood work and all that stuff. And it became, when I was diagnosed with heart disease, I didn't know anything about that stuff. I didn't know what LDL was. I didn't know what heart disease really was, except for it's killing all of us, right? So I took a deeper dive into it. I started realizing there's some things I could tweak. My diet, the processed food, some of that stuff, and losing that 80 pounds.
Did you lose it while you were a cop or after?
I lost 50 pounds as a cop. That's where the whole Keto 5.0 nickname stuck. I was in evidence, and everyone noticed me, losing weight, and hey, what's going on? And the nickname stuck. And then as I started coaching guys, kind of like what I was telling Mike, he'll call me and I'll be like, yeah, dude, go for Doritos or go for pork rinds. Don't go for Doritos and all this stuff. That's all I was doing. And I got into records and dispatch, and it started kind of growing a little group. Still didn't know what I was going to do with it. I was retiring. 2019 happened. I get out, start RVing, and let's travel the country and see where we want to end up. COVID happens. And, throughout that journey, I was meeting different retired veterans and all that. And I started coaching them. They call me, hey, what kind of beef were you saying to get? Yeah. It's called grass fed. Make sure it's not, they don't feed it corn and soy, just little tips, and guys would lose a little bit of weight here or there. I knew guys are big on their booze. So I was like, well, get off the freaking beer and go to vodka. I would always give them an out. And that's why even now I tell Mike, if you're craving something, there's a way you can still meet that little,
that little itch.
Yeah. And also the way you work out, and there's different things. I'm 56, so I'm in the late game.
I was going to say, you look like you're 46 at most.
I mean, it's crazy. I mean, the diet, of course, helped changing my lifestyle, helped retiring, becoming one again with my family, right? This job takes that away from you, which I don't think guys realize. After 30 years, you got a nice pension and you got heart disease, diabetes, and no family. And that's a good clip right there.
Hey, but if you don't do the whole 20,
I did 19.
No, not a real cop.
No.
So, I mean, I've been, all bullshit aside, I've been side by side with Mike going through this. What's it been, about a month?
Yeah, about 6 weeks.
Have you ever thought about creating like an app where like you can counsel and coach people?
I probably
for
need
a membership. And dude, even
we know some guys.
Even if you charge $5 a month, like a Patreon, it's free. It's free advice. Like, you're already a phone call away for everybody you help.
Yeah,
I would do an app.
Well, there's big stuff with like when you're getting told like you need to be on statins or you need to go get this heart scan and you're in danger of dying. There's ways you can still look at that situation through a different lens, so you're not subjected to exactly what they say all the time, which we know that it is. It doesn't end well, right?
Yeah. Well, I agree with Tyler. We have guys that make apps, and where I look at is like what you're doing for me for free with the updates and the pumping out those plans and the snack. That should be, you should capitalize on that.
What we learned is that time is money, and as much people as we want to help, we ask for we started with our Patreon. We started just asking like for $5 a month, less than a cup of coffee, you have full access to us. But like we were spending all of our time like answering questions for people. I mean, I'm talking everything from cop work to how to do podcasts. Like, how do I do this? How do I do that? And so we would we just asked like, hey, $5 a month, and the amount of people that switched over,
Yeah.
A, because they wanted to support us, and B, they wanted the knowledge. Like, I think if you had an app or at least a Patreon,
Yeah.
I agree. And where I grew into that with like Tyler's mindset on business and time is I can remember a time in my life, even working out, I would never have paid anybody to I know how to work out. Right now I'm paying a guy $150 a month for a bench press program because he's a world known coach.
adding that to
And
the
it's-
list of things that aren't manly. Go ahead.
When I benched 405, we'll see if that's manly. So I knew there were some techniques and things I needed. It's just online video. He sends me video. Here's what I want you to do. Critiques it. I never would have done that until now. I see the business side and I see the importance of having the right knowledge where I can Google it, I can figure it out, but to have somebody actually critique it. So that's where I look at you as what you've been giving me. I definitely would pay money for just that little bit of critiquing. And here you can do this, here you can do that. And it's worked great for me.
I'm telling you $5 because you're the type of guy when you hear charge people $15 a month, you would say, no, I'm not doing that. So I'm saying $5 to get your head in the door because people go, $5 isn't that bad. What you're doing, what I've watched you do side by side with Mike, you're not doing that to get on Anti-Hero. You're not doing that to get something out of it. You're doing that because it's just you love helping people.
Well, I almost died. I mean, they were pretty much telling me I was going to die. We got kids and
That's
stuff.
a good reason to start.
So you start looking at stuff seriously. And, I lost Joe Crowder, 7'9", 2. I'm 7'9", right after each other. And he died of a heart attack. He was a canine guy, tip-top shape. So that really had me looking. I was at the time was 250 pounds. I'm like, if that dude died, where am I headed, right? So it really made me think about, I've said it before, we know how to write a search warrant or an arrest report that takes someone's rights away, and you don't know how to read your blood work. You don't know what that means, what a statin's actually made of, what it does to your kidneys or certain things like that.
Do you think, how about this? Do you think it'd be good for administrations to start mandating that? Blood work?
They won't. It's too risky. They'll lose too many.
There's a Oklahoma, I think it's Oklahoma City, has their training unit reviewing blood work to help try to get their officers off of medications.
And that is accountability because you'd have to get, if you did that and half your agency was extremely unhealthy, if you cared about them, you'd go, well, let's start the initiative now. We've got to start helping these guys.
Yeah.
First off, on a business mindset,
Yeah.
these guys are all unhealthy. I need them stay until retirement. I can't, the retention is too hard in any agency. I want my guys healthy and good to go and happy and able to make it to retirement. Even if you look at it like a business, right? You take person out, but law enforcement's a family, right? You care about all your guys. You care about all these people. They are working a very high stress job in your administration and it's killing them. I think that'd be great.
That's great. And the other side of it is, because you and I don't know how big you've ever been. This your biggest?
Are you talking about height or weight?
No, I know your height.
Oh, I've been way fatter.
Okay, but you not the massive transformation you and I had. I was up in the 250 range at one point. You were.
I was never that fat,
yeah.
guys. Don't worry. I was never that undisciplined.
So what?
Never that undisciplined.
That's part of my comeback story. I've been down and out. I'm a train wreck.
The best. I want to pause it real quick. Okay. The clip didn't do it justice. One time we were filming Night Shift and we were going through all the old photos of Jimmy when he was scrawny and skinny and Mike when he was fat detective. And everybody looked at me and they're like, Tyler's still in his before phase. He hasn't even hit the after phase yet. That was the best diss you've ever done. It was so funny. Anyway,
but as we push training and everything else, I look as a sheriff or as a boss or leader, I would want you to experience that after. Exactly what Tyler just said. Like, there's a healthier, more confident, better performing person inside. And when you get to that level of, we all have done it. We got to a certain weight and we just gave up, right? We were like, fuck it. I'm not a shape. I can't even get the first 5 steps of this run in. But when you finally cross that threshold and start to change the confidence, the mental well-being, and then like Tyler was just saying, very smart. I'm going to give you props on being smart. We do want cops to get to retirement and we want them to get beyond retirement.
Yeah.
I want to see your 20 years, whatever you give me as a leader, but I want you to have another 30 or 40 with your family that you earned after retirement. And the only way to do that is healthy. Statistically, it's impossible to turn into a slug and be completely out of shape and expect to live past 20, 25 years of this job. The job is miserable. It's going to create its own health issues anyway. If you're not healthy, you're not eating healthy, you're done. So that what you're doing I think is important for that as
feel
well.
the positiveness of eating right and eating real food. Doesn't mean you got to eat grass-fed steak all the time, but just cutting some of the processed garbage out. You're going to think better. You're going to be more energetic. You're going to make better decisions as a cop. I think a lot of it is we're in a hurry to go for our 40, and now you got to tune this guy up because you're going to miss lunch because you're hangry. But if you're satiated and you're eating the right foods, you're going to make better decisions. You're going to be thinking quicker, and you're going to be just a better overall person, I think.
The argument for carnivore is probably the best argument I've ever heard for anything, because I truly believe it was the diet we were meant to be on. The amount of physical and mental, what would you call that? The level that you're at physically and mentally, it's your most optimal. Right. I think that diet is the most optimal way you can eat as a human being, as far as all the health benefits. And I mean, like, for instance, like, let's say, I don't drink anymore, I'm trying to eat healthy, but man, I'm always groggy. What's your TRT? No, I'm at 900, dude. It's not my testosterone levels. It's like, dude, it's what you're eating. I know that for
100%. 100%.
I watch him. I would watch him crush energy drinks. As soon as he went to carnivore, he was like, I have more energy now than I've ever had. I watched him drink a Monster once because he was fucking bored.
Yeah.
He had a white Monster. I'm like, oh, you need that Monster? He goes, no, dude, we were sitting around waiting, and I'm just fucking bored. I want to drink a Monster. Like,
it's crazy, man. I could not I couldn't sit for too long. I had to get a Vera desk because I was in evidence, and I just stood up all day long, just pacing. And I was like, man, this is insane. This energy I'm feeling.
And what it's got me back to is running. So it's like, you're right. I would leave here eating, and not to say you can't eat normal. I'm not very normal. I eat a lot. And I can vouch for that. When I get to eat, and I can eat, but I would leave here. We'd go hit the Mexican restaurant. We go hit the pizza place. I'm like halfway to home, and I would have to stop and get like coffee. I'm like exhausted. This amount of energy from doing this has changed, and I'm not being paid. You're not paying me anything. Right. This is a completely honest opinion. I have gained energy. It allowed me to start running again more. It allowed me, my lifting has gone up. And unlike every other diet I've done, I keep telling you this, I haven't dropped pounds on the scale, which people will go, oh, you didn't drop any pounds on the scale. It must not be working. No, my stomach is disappearing. I can actually see my abs again, and I'm still 205. So I'm maintaining a good number. I'm not victim weight. But I'm transforming, and you can see it happening. And then, like I said, running, lifting, all those things, I feel better. I'm more energetic. I'm sleeping better. I am sleeping better. My wife had to tell me this morning, she had to go to briefing, so she had to leave at 4:30. She didn't let the dogs out. She usually does. If she leaves at like 5:15, she'll let the dogs. It's real early. She's like, don't sleep your ass in bed until too late. The dogs have to go out and they have to eat. And I was waking up 5 a.m., 4:35, 6 on my own. Couldn't go back to sleep. I can lay in bed till 9 o'clock now, dude. Like, I feel better. I sleep better. It's been a great thing.
I know. I'll text him at 8:45 and I get nothing.
Buddy, I'm out. Buddy.
You're healing from the inside out too.
Yeah.
All those years of process. Oh, I ate like that when I was 20. I was fine. Well, if you do that for 30, 40 years, all that stuff's going to build up in your cells and your fat and your muscles. And then when you're trying to adjust that, you're going to go through a lot of energy levels up and down. But a detox happened to me when I started losing all that weight. All that fat that I had put away was toxic. So I had heavy metal poisonings, Lyme disease showed up. I had molds pop up in my blood work. So everything was just coming out of me.
So it's a purge.
Yeah.
It's a purge.
It's a serious
when
purge.
You purge things, you're gonna have to, it's better for it to come out now in that purge
and
than slowly and kill you at 70.
I had guys, I'd say, cut under 30 grams of carbs, and they having a rough time. And then finally I found that 100 was a good way for people still to have that sandwich and not feel so guilty.
100
about
carbs
it.
a day.
Yeah, that's just a good start. Which is only like it's like what, 3 slices of bread and a Coke or something. I mean, it's not
so
much.
Could you, if you were really disciplined, you didn't need the carbs. Mike's a weak guy. He needs those carbs all the time. But let's just say you're in it. You've been doing it for years. It's a lifestyle. Can you save that for like bread? Like, I have to hit the drive-through. It's the only fucking thing here. Oh, we have breaded chicken. That's the only thing we have. Like, all right, I'll take that breaded chicken. Is that
Do you even know if that's even chicken you're eating, dude?
Yeah, that's the other problem.
So you can't have chicken from the
you're supposed to eat real chicken.
Yeah,
not
you're supposed to go to the store where there's a
McDonald's
real
nuggets aren't
chicken.
chicken.
Okay, what if you're not at the store?
You could do like a burger, right? You would get a burger and take the bun
Do
off.
you even know if that's real beef?
Chances are it's more likely to be beef than it is to be
Okay,
real
so
chicken.
that's a good. So that's a
Yeah.
good answer. Is that beef?
Triple up the burger.
So just, and then what I've noticed is a lot of my dad started doing carnivore a couple years ago, and he started in the time where when you said just give me the burger patty, it was silence behind the drive-through, and they're like, "Ooh, I have to charge you the whole thing."
12
That's fine.
patties for
That's fine.
$22 at Wendy's.
Everybody's starting to get on
Just
board.
the patty.
Just the patty. You get
Everybody's
12 of them.
everybody's getting on board with the carnivore or keto. Keto. I don't know.
Keto is just meat and vegetables, guys, and a little bit of food. That's all it is. It's no like special recipe.
but there's a lot of good food you can't eat.
Well, what name one?
In keto, everything.
Well, you
I don't
can,
like
You can
any
have
vegetables.
carbs. You can have pastas. You just try to go. Maybe you don't
You
go
have to
for
be
the
in
whole wheat.
ketosis.
No, you're just limiting. Being keto is you're eating a ketogenic lifestyle. It means you're starting to get your body ready to start
But
burning
don't you
fat.
have to be
You'll
in
get
keto-
there. You don't have to be there all the time. You'll eventually get there if you're eating the proper foods.
I don't know. I've heard a
'Cause
lot
you
of
got extra.
You're
ketones.
thinking of keto like when you go on Atkins and you feel your body vibrating and you're pissing on that strip and
You're
like
a
you're.
kid.
Don't
You're-
even-
I don't feel like that.
I
I don't feel
pissed
like
on
that. I
that
don't feel like
strip
that.
for one.
Yeah, but it's
Well, a ketovore is you have a little bit of plants in there, like
I'm
avocado.
canceling my app. I'm canceling my app.
My
I'm just
Keto
kidding.
50 app's already done. $5 out the window. No, when we say it's ketogenic, it's a way of your body burns energy, and you know they've cured epilepsy with it before. You know it's been hidden since the 1920s.
Yeah.
So there's a huge market there. And when you find out what it is, it's like, yeah, I had a steak, I had a little bit of sourdough bread, I had a little bit of broccoli. That was fine.
I'm telling
I
you,
mean-
this information, you've got dudes literally like
The counterculture app for
yeah.
nutrition.
We could get
Let's
Fumasa.
do
We
it.
could get Fumasa.
but it doesn't.
Fumasa.
But this information you did like this isn't. I mean, I know you could go on YouTube anytime and do it, but the questions that people would be hitting you with, this is
You're right.
endless content. I mean, me asking you like basic things about carnivore and keto, like
you should have a thread on
Hey, if you're
your
Jones,
app.
Jones, and for some, just do a scoop of almond butter, man. That's
that's what
another,
I'm saying. Like that's
another good little hint.
Or this keto
If
Keto
you-
brick.
brick
Keto
right here,
brick.
man.
First off,
see this thing?
the hardest
This
part.
is just a big. I'm gonna show everybody.
Shout out Keto Savage.
Because this dude brings snacks when he comes too. So this is just a brick of like
chocolate.
chocolate, and it's good. It's sweet enough to give me the sweet flavor.
Well, have you ate it yet?
Yeah, I'm looking
It's full of
all over it, dude.
It's full of protein. Some are tallow and some are more of a cacao. So-
Well, here's the thing about carnivore too: is that once you understand that the government has lied to you your